I've wanted out of the 9 to 5 for a long time, but I'm finally doing something about it. My name is Bodie, and I've been reselling on eBay for a couple months now, going to thrift stores, Goodwills, and even yard sales or estate sales to find inventory to flip for a profit online. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck, clocking into a job that I have little to no passion for. I want to build something that's by me and for me and my family. And that is what this channel is about. You'll see how I run my eBay business, how I source, what I sell, even what I learn along the way, and even when I fail along the way. I'm not here to pretend that I have it all figured out, but I'm ready to show the real process. So if you're also trying to live a better life, hit the subscribe button and follow along. Let's see where this goes. It's very hot. I've got 6 months to replace my income with eBay, but I don't just want to replace my income, I want to double my income. But first, I'm gonna wake up. Okay, now that that's done, we can get to work. Let me show you what I've been doing lately. Obviously, I've been doing this for a few months already, so you're not filled in completely. This is where it all starts. This is the cleaning table. When I buy stuff from in town or at yard sales, all the stuff gets usually piled up in the corner, and then it moves to the cleaning station. Since we're only working with a small space, unfortunately, once stuff gets cleaned, it moves to the clean pile. And once it's here, it should technically get moved onto the shelving, but as you can see, we have way too much stuff already. And then one of the most important things to make sure your items get sold is photos. If you don't have clean quality images on your listings, chances are your items aren't going to sell as fast as you'd like them to. So that matters big time. Here's an example of an everyday seller listing, and then here's an example of what I try to provide to my customers. I know. The room is a complete mess. Everything is all over the floor and it's just strung about the shelf in a random, disorderly fashion. Now, this may seem like a bigger issue than it is, but it's actually not. Let me explain. For instance, this IKEA bag, these DVDs, and all of these books were just from a few stores I went to in one day. Most resellers are extremely lucky just to get 1 to 5 items at each store. But this is partially due to the fact that 70 of my items happen to be cookbooks. Now I know what you're thinking. Cookbooks, is there even really a market for that? And I totally understand you. I'm not completely sure myself. This is what I call a shot in the dark. Okay, whenever I take a shot in the dark, I have to think to myself, am I going to be losing money if I can't sell any of these? And the answer is normally no. So let me tell you a bit about what I paid for these and what I think I can sell them for. These cookbooks aren't just your regular everyday cookbook that you'd find in your grandmother's pantry. These are nearly one-of-a-kind, unique cookbooks. Take a look at this one, for instance. This book is titled 5th Grade Favorites. Now, this says it is a collection of recipes from Bayside Middle School. I don't even know where Bayside Middle School is. Well, you haven't even proven that they have any value yet. So what are you trying to say? What I'm trying to say is somebody out there might be looking for a peach delight cake specifically designed by Ashley Retzlaff. So far, there's no proven value for these books at all. But where else could you get a pineapple pudding cake recipe from Sarah Luongo? Or where to make Christina Brown's crunchy munch chicken? The answer is these recipes aren't anywhere. Well, maybe they are. Maybe they just copied the recipes out of some other cookbook they found just to include it in the 5th graders cookbook. But regardless of all that, let me tell you what I paid for them. These cookbooks happen to be all from my local thrift store, The Foundry, located in Coleman, Alabama. When I walk into the store, normally I'm not looking for cookbooks. Normally I don't even look at the books at all. It takes a lot of time and normally you don't find any worth selling. But when I caught the eye of this little plastic binding on the book, I had to take a further look. So I pulled out the eBay app and I just scanned one randomly. And to my surprise, a few came up. And these seem to be very popular in the late 1900s or early 2000s. And the publisher of most of these cookbooks is Morris Press. And most of these books were selling in the price range of $15 to $25, which isn't amazing for eBay. Here's why I made the decision. Books are super easy to store and super easy to list. You take a picture of the front and back, you stick it on a bookshelf, and you forget about it. Super easy. So my thought process was, if I can buy these books at $2 a piece and list them on eBay for $24.99 a piece and stack them in a box or on a shelf for however long it takes me to sell them, it would be pretty easy to get my money back. I'd probably only have to sell 5 to 10 books. And yes, I did look at sold comps for all of these books. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to find the exact one, the 5th grade favorites, but I found others from different middle schools, different churches, all around the country, and they seem to have a little bit of a popularity. And that was all I needed to make a huge leap, or as I call it, a shot in the dark, and I made the purchase. So right here in this box, I have a total of 70 cookbooks from places all around the world. This one is even from Hawaii, and supposedly made by Maui Jim, the sunglasses brand. But as you can see, each one is unique, although most of them share similar covers. How could you not want a Central Synagogue Community Cookbook? I mean, what kind of secrets lie in this book? But that's not even the best part. I get up to the checkout and I start putting all the books on the counter, and the cashier said to me, "Does 38 sound good?" And I had no clue how many books there were. I didn't even count. So I just said, "Yep." And I'm so glad I did, because I have 70 books. And when I got back to the car, I just did some quick math, and I found out that I pretty much got these books at half price for $1 a piece. So I guess you'll just have to stick around and see, can I make my money back? Was the $76 I paid for them worth it? Will I be able to sell even 3 of them? I don't know, but I am determined to find out.